What do you think? This is my my old high school uniform, and I honestly love it so much. It's giving youth, it's bringing back all the memories, and since I'm here today to do a TED Talk with Hanoi Amsterdam High School, it just makes everything even more special. And I honestly feel like a high school student all over again. Talking about high school years, I loved my high school years very much. I had a great time, but I wouldn't say that high school years were easy. I was scared of a lot of things. I was scared of grades. I was scared of schoolwork. At one time, I was even scared of our school's guard dogs. Trust me, they can be scary, so don't try to act suspicious in front of them because they will bite. I was scared of a lot of things, and among those things, there was this one thing that I was most scared of, and it was being alone. I constantly had this feeling of not belonging anywhere, even in a classroom full of people, even in a school club, anywhere. And I would always feel this very subtle sense of loneliness, and I didn't know why. Something was just missing. And I remember thinking to myself, whoa, girl, this is not cool. You're in high school. You're supposed to be cool. You're supposed to be popular. You're supposed to have lots of friends. You're supposed to have lots of connection. Do something cool. Fix the problem. And I tried and tried and tried many things. Tried to fix the problem. And I ended up having a boyfriend. Well, honestly, problem not solved. But I did feel a bit better, and I adored him very much. But my point is, even after all of that, dating someone, meeting many more people, meeting many more friends, joining many more activities, there was still something that was missing. And that's what loneliness felt like to me. An emptiness that no amount of company could fill. And it wasn't that my friends didn't care about me or that they weren't focusing on me. They actually did. And this problem was just becoming bigger and bigger, and I honestly didn't know how to fix it. It was getting so scary, and I was panicking, honestly. And I think it's a very strange feeling to be physically present, but emotionally disconnected. But even though I was very scared of being alone, I knew it's okay to feel lonely. It's okay to feel lonely once in a while. It's actually a normal human experience, and we all go through it. But even though I knew it was normal and it was okay to feel lonely, I was still very scared of it. And this fear of loneliness lived with me for many years later, until about 2 years ago, when I first stumbled upon the concept of solitude. And ever since then, solitude has very demurely, very mindfully changed my life. So for those of you who are not entirely sure, what is solitude? Solitude is the intentional choice to spend time alone. It's not about isolation. It's not about being cut off from other people. It's about creating the time and space for yourself to think, reflect, and recharge. And here's the thing. Loneliness and solitude may look a lot similar on the surface, but they are two very different things. And the difference here is in how you perceive them. Loneliness often feels like something is missing, like you're seeking connection, but can't quite find them. Solitude, on the other hand, is a choice. It's when you decide to reclaim control over time and space. And suddenly, it doesn't feel like a burden anymore, but it feels a lot more like freedom. So think about it. We never really enjoy doing anything that we are forced to do, right? We always prefer the things that we choose to do. And oftentimes, we don't choose to feel lonely. It just happens. So for those of you who are scared of alone time like it used to be, I want to suggest this little exercise for the next time you feel uncomfortable being alone. Okay, so you find yourself alone and it's starting to feel a bit lonely, a bit bored, you're panicking a little bit. Pause for a moment. Instead of rushing right away to try to fill the void by reaching out to somebody or doing just anything to distract yourself, pause. You can take a deep breath and remind yourself that this can be a choice. You can choose to spend this time alone to get to know yourself, to have quality time with yourself. I always love a healthy, a happy, self-reflecting session. For example, you can always ask you can start with very simple questions. What did I do today? Did I learn anything new today? Was there any moments that felt strange to me, and why? Who did I meet the past week? Did I like them? Did I not like them? Why and why not? Self-reflection is so important to us, and I think it's just such an interesting process. And you can also try doing something that you love doing. You can go for a walk. Do you guys like walking? I mean, I would personally not choose to walk, but maybe I should. I like reading books, so I would like read books, listen to music, listen to a podcast, cook. I don't cook as well, but I would try. Just anything, learn something new. And you can find that this alone time can be actually so interesting because no one is bothering you. And there are the things that you can only do by yourself and learn a lot of things from yourself. So give it a try. And when you do this, alone time becomes a choice. So we all know that solitude is an amazing thing. I mean, at least I do know that, and I recommend that to you guys. Here are the reasons. The most important reason why I love solitude is that because it has taught me a lot of things. And one of the biggest gifts that I got from solitude is self-awareness, just to get to know more about myself. Self-awareness, it's quite hard to explain in one or two sentences, so I want to give you guys an example, so it's easier to understand, right? By spending more time in solitude, I've learned to do this one thing that a lot of happy, successful people always talk about. They always advise us to do this one thing. Can you guess what it is? It is to care less. Care less, to not give a, I can't say that here, but you get my point. To care less, okay, caring less. I used to find caring less so difficult because I'm the type of person who would always say, oh, it is what it is, I don't care, and then literally let the thought haunt me for days on end. But by spending more time in solitude, I've learned to really care less. And by caring less, I don't mean to not care about anything or to be numb to the world around you. I mean to actually be picky about the things that you care about. And by spending more time in solitude and by getting to know myself better, I've learned to really focus on what truly matters. And this can be life-changing. Trust me, when you stop caring about what your ex-new lover is doing, your life changes. I'm just kidding. Oh, that was a bad joke. I'm sorry. Bad jokes aside. Well, while I know that solitude is amazing and I love it and I recommend it, I also know that enjoying solitude takes time and practice. Because loneliness is scary. And the fear of loneliness is so real. Because when you're alone, it's tempting to feel like you're missing out on a lot of things. Relationships, experiences, on life itself. So give yourself time and remember that solitude isn't isolation. It's a momentary retreat, not a withdrawal. It takes time and practice, so give yourself time. And here comes the best part. When you make peace with your alone time, that's when the real magic happens. And it's actually funny how it works. The moment you stop being afraid of alone time is the moment you open yourself up to deeper, more authentic, more meaningful connections, the type of connections that you have been longing for all along. And it happens just like that. Because you know why? When you're grounded in who you are, the connections that you make come from a place of security, not fear. And as I look back, solitude has helped me so much with my personal growth in ways that I never thought possible. And it has helped me find paths within myself that I might not have found had I kept running away from loneliness. So to all of you here today, I encourage you to welcome alone time, welcome solitude when it comes knocking. And please, please, please remember that solitude doesn't mean isolation. It means finding new paths within yourself. And that process can be beautiful and mind-blowing. So give it a try. Thank you very much, and I'm grateful for everything. Thank you.